Kathy Hilton shades Mauricio Umansky's looks on Rob and tells him to move on. The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills is giving viewers everything they've ever wanted this season. For the first time in a long time, no conversation is off the table, and the women are baring their souls to restore the series' authenticity. Kyle Richards' ongoing separation from Mauricio Umansky is a significant theme in the initial episodes, but at least 13 more episodes of drama are on the horizon. During Tuesday's new episode, Erika Jayne, Kathy Hilton, and Sutton Strake showed up uninvited to Kyle's home to throw a pajama party to help lift her spirits. Kyle was in a bit of a funk amid the changes in her personal life and her simmering feud with Dorit Kemsley, so the pick-me-up from her friends and family allowed her to speak freely about her life. However, Kathy quickly pointed out that Mauricio, who is 54, has aged since the split. "Kyle, you look like you could be his daughter," Kathy said to Kyle as their co-stars looked on in shock. Kathy mocks Mauricio's Instagram workout posts. Kathy then started flexing her arms to get her point across, which Kyle conceded was about Mauricio's Instagram stories of him half-naked in the gym with weights. Kathy then explained in a confessional that her relationship with Mauricio hadn't been good, and things got worse when he brought up his unfiltered thoughts about the Hiltons on his now-cancelled Netflix series, Buying Beverly Hills. The 65-year-old explained that it would be best for Mauricio and everyone for him to move on. It's understandable that Kathy would take this opportunity to attack him because they have had some deeply rooted issues for years. However, Kyle is very cautious about what she says about her estranged husband on camera, likely for the sake of their daughters and because there would be a wealth of media attention if they started talking badly about each other. There are still many questions about Kyle's relationship with Mauricio, but things took an explosive turn this week when we learned that he replaced a photo of him and Kyle with a picture of him and his Dancing with the Stars partner, Emma Slater. Kyle and Dorit need each other at this point. It's obvious their relationship is over, but, understandably, Kyle would struggle with all lines of communication being shut off because they've been together for so long. However, Mauricio seems to not consider Kyle's feelings in his actions since they parted ways. The sad thing is that she and Dorit are going through the same thing because we saw Dorit go out to dinner with her estranged husband, Paul P.K. Kemsley, during the same episode. At that dinner, P.K. told a bewildered Dorit that they needed to distance themselves from one another. They were still codependent, which no longer worked for him because they were not in a relationship. Kyle and Dorit have more in common than they'd ever admit, which could be their relationship's undoing. It was another evening of glamour, drama, and bubbling tensions at Lisa Vanderpump's much-anticipated soiree. The elegant Villa Rosa served as the perfect backdrop for the latest gathering of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills cast, a setting known for both its picturesque beauty and its ability to draw out the most dramatic of moments. Tonight, however, the drama came from an unexpected source. Kathy Hilton, the matriarch known for her quirky humor and sharp tongue, decided to weigh in on Mauricio Umansky's recent post-divorce glow-up. A Hilton-style entrance. Kathy arrived fashionably late, as expected. Draped in a flowing emerald green kaftan, she radiated her signature mix of old-money sophistication and eccentric flair. As she made her way into the party, clutching a pink crystal-adorned handbag shaped like a poodle, the room buzzed with excitement. Kathy had been keeping a low profile since her fallout with Kyle Richards, her younger sister, but she never missed a chance to command attention when it mattered. "Kathy, darling, you look divine," Lisa greeted, air-kissing her with perfectly rehearsed enthusiasm. "I know," Kathy replied nonchalantly, before scanning the room. Her eyes landed on Mauricio, who stood in a corner surrounded by a gaggle of younger women, sipping on tequila and laughing a little too loudly. He was clearly embracing his newly single status. The shade begins. The evening progressed smoothly until Kathy found herself seated next to Erika Jayne, who was nursing a martini and eyeing Mauricio's corner with mild disdain. "Have you seen Mo lately?" Erika asked, raising an eyebrow. "He's out here acting like he's 25 again." Kathy took a delicate sip of her champagne before responding, her voice dripping with mock concern. Oh, I've seen him. Bless his heart. He's trying, isn't he? Erica smirked. Trying a little too hard, if you ask me. Kathy leaned in, lowering her voice but ensuring the cameras caught every word. You know, I've always said it's not the age, it's the mileage. And Mauricio, well, he's got a lot of mileage, doesn't he? Poor thing is running on fumes. The table erupted in laughter, with Erica nearly choking on her drink. A confrontation in the making. Meanwhile, across the room, Kyle had overheard snippets of Kathy's commentary. Her face tightened, but she forced a smile and approached her sister with a practiced ease. Kathy, Kyle began, her tone clipped. What are you saying about Mauricio? Kathy tilted her head, feigning innocence. Oh, Kyle, don't be so sensitive. I'm just having a little fun. Mauricio's clearly evolving. Evolving? Kyle repeated, crossing her arms. Yes, darling, Kathy said, leaning back in her chair. I mean, look at him. He's traded his suits for ripped jeans and leather jackets, and I think I saw him wearing sneakers with no socks the other day. It's giving, midlife crisis. The tension between the sisters crackled in the air, but before Kyle could respond, Mauricio himself sauntered over, tequila in hand. Mauricio defends himself. I hear someone's talking about me, Mauricio said, his smile wide but his tone wary. Kathy didn't miss a beat. Oh, Mauricio, we were just admiring your new look. It's very how do you do, fellow kids. The room stifled their giggles as Mauricio's smile faltered. I'm just living my life, Kathy. Nothing wrong with a little reinvention. Of course not, Kathy agreed, her tone saccharine. But, darling, maybe reinvention shouldn't include looking like you're auditioning for a boy band reunion tour. Kyle's jaw dropped, and Mauricio looked genuinely flustered, a rare sight for the normally confident real estate mogul. I think I'm doing just fine, he shot back, his voice tight. Oh, I'm sure you are, Kathy said, her eyes twinkling. But, Mauricio, you're a grown man. Maybe it's time to move on, from the ripped jeans and the drama. The fallout. The party's mood shifted after Kathy's remarks. While some cast members whispered about her audacity, others couldn't hide their amusement. Dorrit Kemsley, perched nearby with a glass of rose, leaned over to Garcelle Beauvais. Kathy's on fire tonight, Dorrit said with a sly grin. I almost feel bad for Mauricio. Garcelle chuckled. Almost. Kyle, however, was far from amused. She pulled Kathy aside, her face flushed with anger.